Yo, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet VGC video. I'm your host, Jose Rocks. Today we have another episode of Journey Through VGC. The current format we in is Regulation D. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Alright, so we have Hyper Offense, Chien-Pao, Dragonite, plus Arm Valiant, Rillaboom, Heatran, and Urshifu. So this team looks pretty strong. I guess his Trickle Master is gonna be Arm Valiant, if I was to go with that. But I kind of want to go with. And I'll bring Amorouge and Indeedee in the back. If I can sweep him early, then I can clean up. It does hurt to not bring Enamorus to deal with Heatran, but I think I can get around it. I need Indeedee though. I probably should have brought Enamorus and Indeedee. And now that I think more about it. But I think that Annihilape can clean up the game quickly enough before he has a chance to really do anything with Heatran. Dragonite, Urshifu. We don't want to Tera Annihilape here, because we want to make that Dragonite kind of useless with the E-Speed stuff. It didn't tear a Dragonite. It may not even be going for E-Speed. Okay, he's Scarf on me. So this is a one-hit KO. I wonder if he went for Outrage. So we target the Greninja, okay. Alright, so we bring out here and then we bluff. He's locked in the outrage, so he can't Tera Dragonite. So we can remove it right here. Alright, that's good that he locked in outrage, because he can't Tera to get away from this. Oh man, he's speed. Speed really sucks, right? They're just gonna KO Annihilape. I should have brought Indeedee. I gotta pray that Outrage goes into the Indeedee slot, then I have a chance. I've been thinking about using Iron Valiant next to Chien-Pao too with the boost energy speed. It is really strong, and the fairy fighting coverage is just good on that Pokemon. Oh, that might not even KO. We'll at least get this right. Alright, Dragonite's still locked. Nice. Nice. So we had to go for the 50-50 there that he targets Indeedee, otherwise we probably would just lost that. If he protects Chien-Pao and goes for Outrage with Dragonite, I'm in trouble, right? I think I just KO'd Dragonite here. And Heat Wave. Unless if he doesn't have Crunch, then I can win, right? But then he can't KO ARMAROUGE. And that's a 5. Let's go. Can we get a burn? Can we end it right here? Alright. But you can't KO both. Chien-Pao doesn't have any double hitting moves, so we just both attack. We just go for Rage Fist. So long as he's not normal Terra. He still hasn't Terra yet. But he was saving it for the Dragonite if he broke out of Outrage. So we're just gonna go for the Rage Fist and Energy Ball since 100% accurate. Nice. Amorouge Indeedee is still good in this format. Alright, Ursaluna. We kind of love this comp with this team, right? So Ursaluna, Cresselia, Iron Hands core with Fluttermane, Heatran, and Urshifu. Right. So we actually love this core. Even if it's Scarf Urshifu, as long as we tear in the water. When they don't have Dragonite E-Speed, I don't have to tear Greninja into Ghost type. And Annihilape is just so much better with the water typing. It is worse against Iron Hands, but we can just one-shot it. And then I want to bring Indeedee ARMAROUGE in the back. If I had to switch this team up though, I tried to keep it similar to how I originally built the team. But now that I put Indeedee ARMAROUGE, I think Enamorus can still fit on this team. But you could cycle out Zapdos for something else that's better under Trick Room. Or something else that's better alongside picking up after Annihilape goes down. Maybe like a Focus Sash. I want to say just maybe a Chien-Pao. Focus Sash Chien-Pao would be better in that slot. Just something that can like kind of clean up after Annihilape picks up KOs, and something that's good into normal and dark types. So in my opinion, like Crunch and Sacred Sword on Chinkai would be really good. And Enamorus can stay, but if you want to swap that out for something else that's good in Trick Room, I would make that change too. But this is just, you know, this is just a rough draft team. But like I said, initially it had Rillaboom and Arcanine, which fit the Zapdos core Enamorus better, right? So I switched that out to like have more consistency on the Trick Room side. So we're really not worried about Urshifu here. But I think I want to target it. Just to get rid of it. Because I feel like Flutter Mane might be inclined to protect or not knowing. But maybe Urshifu protects if he thinks I'm final game. I think I should actually target the Flutter Mane. Because this is like a final gambit. Yeah, see. I missed a chance to just one-hit KO Flutter Mane. It's probably just dazzling. This does put me in a tricky spot. He's gonna know I'm Scarf too. Okay. It gives me the free switch into Indeedee. I'll take that. Yeah, so in my previous video I did mention something that slows this team down was Focus Sash and Dark types, normal types. Those were really the only three things. But also a pretty time protect like that and the wrong target can also slow you down. Because if I just kill a Flutter Mane there and I'm in a really good spot if I still have Greninja, you want to keep pieces as long as possible. But he doesn't really have any switch-ins to this. He knows I'm Scarf now. He does have Ursaluna. I think I just want to dazzle here. He may switch in Ursaluna for Urshifu. Don't tell me Ursaluna coming in this slot. Yeah. My opponent's playing so well. I'm targeting him. Oh, he double switch. Okay. That would have been beautiful if I got the Rage Face off into that slot. He's gonna ally switch here. So we got that call right. We knew he was going for that. Hopefully he goes for Facade so I can keep my momentum up. Yeah, okay. So that's gonna KO Indeedee, but I get Armarouge in. It gives me a little pressure. He's always protecting Urshifu here. I wonder can the Expanded Force pick up? Energy Ball is 180. I think I want to go for the energy ball. Oh, he didn't protect Urshifu. Maybe it's Focus Sash. Yeah, that's why he didn't protect. So that just wins him the game. Well played. I'm actually happy to showcase some matches where this strategy can lose to. All right. Wow, what do we have here? Magnezone, Barraskewda, I believe. He has so many Pokemon, I forget their name. Reverum, Gastrodon, Vaporeon, and Pelipper. So this is definitely like surf strategies. Like double surf with Vaporeon and Gastrodon. Surf strategies are pretty scary, right? Barraskewda in rain is pretty scary. I wonder how much damage that does to Annihilate. I think I want to go ARMAROUGE and Indeedee. How can I not bring Zapdos? Yeah, we're gonna leave Annihilate and Greninja on the bench this game. Alright, so we could potentially sweep my opponent with Expanding Force. But I want to get up Trick Room first. So I'm going to Tera, go for Trick Room. Follow me. Pelipper could have Wide Guard, so I don't want to just go for the Expanding Force. Water Tera. One crazy play my opponent can go for is like Waterfall and then Indeedee and then Hurricane. Oh, but he went for Wide Guard, so he read me going for the Expanding Force play. So my Tera was the cover for like any random like surf strategy. That's a lame KO. Right, bring out Zap here. I want to go Energy Ball here, but I want to double that slot just in case he's Focus Sash. That's Gastrodon. He's in a really bad spot. So my Armarouge should underspeed and knock out Gastrodon, then Thunderbolt redirects into Pelipper. I guess he read an Expanding Force plus Thunderbolt into the Barraskewda. And there's a Sash, so Barraskewda's not Sash. So I'll argue that's even better for us. Although I can't click Expanded Force because he's going to keep clicking right there. I guess it's better to get a special defense drop and then Thunderbolt Pelipper. That's Thunder, that's not too strong. Oh, he's slower with both. So Trick Room helps him and I lose Armarouge here. That's not good. I think Barraskewda's Choice Band though. So Trick Room, while it helps me against Barraskewda, it hurts me against everything else. So my Tera actually hurt me this game. But for some reason, if he doesn't target Enamorus, or doesn't one-hit KO me, then I can just kill with Earth Power. So how strong is this Magnezone? I have some bulk on my Enamorus. Oh, but he went after Zapdos. And we survived. And that's a one-hit KO. Woo! This game was a little bit too close. Are you sturdy on the Magnezone? It's not. So Trick Room helped me against Barraskewda, but the rest of his team kind of like was just underspeeding me. Pretty scary team. My opponent was pretty high ranked for, you know, having Magnezone. Alright. So this is an interesting trend. I have noticed an uptick in a lot of the Pokemon that my opponent is using. Farigiraf, Volcarona, and Toxicroak are all kind of niche picks that have like shown to rise in the format and be really good into the Dragonite, Chien-Pao, Urshifu core. And like Volcarona, because it can redirect the attacks and potentially with Flame Body burn them. And if you have a good Tera on a Volcarona, then you can deal with like a Steel Tera or Water Tera. You can deal with those, the Urshifu and the Dragonite and the Chien-Pao, really good actually. And the Farigiraf prevents the priority from coming out, correct? And so that stops, you know, them from going to priority moves. They have to stick to their other moves. And like a Fairy Tera on Farigiraf means that Dragonite can't really do much damage to it, right? And then the Toxicroak is immune to Surgeon Strikes with the Dry Body or Dry Skin. So it's a pretty good like anti-meta core that he has. That team is really cool. Like, I know it can catch a lot of people off guard. I do think I have the tools to beat it. I do think I should save my Tera for ARMAROUGE. Yeah, I believe I should like let Annihilate take a little bit more damage, but I think that the Grass Tera is a little bit more useful here for me. But he left for Urshifu. On his Dark Urshifu. Okay. He let a Dark and a normal type. I think I just need to get off as much damage as possible. Yeah, I don't think I should tear. I might lose Annihilape here, and that's fine if I do. I think my Armarouge is the key to winning this game. Five times would have been a little bit better. So I get about half. Oh, I survived. Oh, he set up his own trick on. I'm actually shocked to see my opponent set up his own trick room. But I need to start getting damage down. This team didn't really seem like a trick room type, but I guess it can be like against hyper offense. So we do get Indeedee in next to Amorouge. I kind of want to keep Indeedee around for an extra turn, so I want a Dazzling here, KO Urshifu, and then go for Heat Wave. I need Indeedee to stay around a little. Actually, if I'm going for this play, that I need to Tera. I'm going with my gut. I feel like Tera and Indeedee was the correct play. That Trick Room is strange on turn 1 though. Okay, that protects. So he may be reversing Trick Room. But I would argue that's good for my Annihilape in the back. Hopefully this does enough to put him in range so he can't go for another Trick Room. Oh, one hit KO. A critical hit too. Alright, so let's... My Armarouge is not the slowest, so let's see if that's good for us. I don't know if that KO was the best. Oh, it's Volcarona, okay. So we can just side spam that. Dazzling. Yeah, side spam is stronger. And then they can't miss. So it's just better. Right. So the crit might have helped us a little bit. I don't know if he was trying to reverse Trick Room. I believe that he was. But if this Volcarona's Rocky Helmet, then it's kind of good that I'm still have Trick Room up. Because then my Annihilape would probably just KO itself. So we'll see here. Dazzling Gleam. I should underspeed Urshifu and knock it out with Gleam. And then if he switches in anything, it's taking an Expanding Force. Yep, so something's taking a Dazzling Gleam plus Expanding. And I don't think he has anything on his team. What, Landorus in the back? Oh, Goldango can take both of those. Yeah, that's a good switch in. What are you tearing? Water. Okay. So that was the cover for me going for a Heat Wave. But now Dazzling is neutral. My Indeedee has a little bit of special attack investment. Just a little bit. Like 16 points. Oh, that's definitely in range of another one. Even if he goes for like what does it go for? Struggle Bug? Oh, it's Quiver Dance. How many turns of Trick Room left? Because if there's 2, then I don't think he can come back from this. He did set up Trick Room turn 1 though, so it may be only 1 turn left. But I can go for a crazy play and reverse Trick Room. Yeah. So I can go for this play. As long as he doesn't go for... Actually, I don't know if I should go for this because he might not even protect here. He might not even have protect. How many turns of terrain left? 2. He can sucker punch. I'm going my gut. I don't think he protects here, but I could have just reversed my own Trick Room at 1. And he does. Does Vocal Runner protect too? I could have done it, man. I could have did it. I didn't have the courage to do it. Well, Volcarona is faster, so if he can't knock out Indeedee in 1 hit, I can get Trick Room back up. And then my Amorouge should win. Follow me and let's go for it. I could have really went for that play. I wanted to. The double Trick Room is just it's so risky because if he's like Specs on Goldango, then he doesn't attack, and I'm in a bad spot. But this is only +1. Indeedee should survive. All right. Is it just Shadow Ball? Oh, substitute. Okay. So Indeedee stays on the field. I argue that's even better for me. And I just follow me in Expanding Force. And then after I knock out Volcarona, I just Heat Wave. Oh, I can't Expanding Force anymore. I need to get rid of Volcarona. Goldango didn't protect here. Substitute on Goldango, man. should have switched out Indeedee there. But Volcarona may outspeed me, but I don't care with Heat Wave. Like, Godingo has the substitute up. Godingo has a substitute up, so I don't care with Heat Wave. Yeah, but now he can just sucker punch. I should have read into these protects. I couldn't predict substitute on Godingo. The plays I made cover for everything except substitute. If I would have went for the double trick room and then actually I could have still won if I just switched out Indeedee, sacked the Annihilate, and brought it back in, and I was able to click Expanded Force to break the sub. Then I can just click Heat Wave the rest of the game. But for some reason, if he doesn't have Sucker Punch and Godingo doesn't go for Shadow Ball, maybe I can win. Maybe at being in -2, Shadow Ball doesn't KO. But my opponent played this one pretty well. I'm impressed with his play. How's he protecting? Does he not have Sucker Punch? Substitute with no Nasty Plot. But if he doesn't have Shadow Ball and he does have Nasty Plot, then I'm in a decent spot. Oh, he doesn't have Sucker Punch. Alright, I do lose Chip here. I mean, he should almost 100% have Shadow Ball. Yeah, I'm way too low health. Oh, he doesn't have Shadow Ball. Wow. I don't know if I can survive to make it rain in neutral. Let's see. Well played by my opponent. The substitute won him the game, man. It did. Because I think if he just clicked Make It Rain or Shadow Ball into Indeedee, then I just get Trick Room up and I just can kind of sweep from there. That's the first time I've seen a Godingo without Shadow Ball, but it's an interesting set because you can Nasty Plot up. Alright, so Talonflame plus Regidrago, Talonflame plus Godingo, Rillaboom, Urshifu, and Fluttermane. So my first thoughts are Trick Room kind of cuts through this team if I can get it up, but he does have Rillaboom. But I can go like this, right? Steel Terror. Maybe these Rillaboom. My gut's telling me to go with Zapdos, but we'll see what it does. I think the Steel Terror can be good here. So there's the Razor Dragon. Alright, so actually my plan here is a Fairy Tera this Trick Room and switch in to Enamorus. And if he goes for Dragon Energy Tailwind, then I'm in a really good spot the next turn. If it's still Dragon Tera, then he's in a really, really bad spot. Oh, it is. So that's definitely Dragon Energy coming out here. He's trying to get the most out of it. And it's completely ineffective. But I gotta be fair. If he goes for Tailwind, I think this game might be over turn 1. There's Tailwind. Yeah, this game's over. I want to call it because I'm setting up Trick Room and he can't hit me. And if he's locked into that, then he's forced to switch. And I can just go for Gleam and Springtime Store and just deal like a lot of damage across the board. He might even just forfeit here. Like, he has Rillaboom. The only switch in he has is Gholdengo, right? Do I want to lock myself in the Earth Power? I don't think it's worth it. Gholdengo takes too much damage from this double up anyway. But that switches, so we'll see who's coming in. Let's go Gholdengo. That's a safe switch because I'm never Earth Powering that slot. And he's not locked in, so. So he is finding ways to play around it. Gholdengo is really good into my team unless I just KO it turn 1 with a knowledge. That did nothing. That did about 40. I think a Helping Hand Springtide can get the double KO here. You shouldn't tear that. I think Helping Hand makes Springtide do more than the Dazzling Gleam chip. But we just gotta hit both. I really need to hit the Gholdengo. Oh, but we do hit Gholdengo, okay. That's what I wanted to hit. We're trying to stall out the Trick Room. He can Brave Bird into me. Yeah, he can definitely Brave Bird into me. We have 2 turns of Trick Room left. Because I'm flying. I mean, Flutter Mane always protects you, right? They're going to get Armarouge in and threaten a double trigger next turn. What? He did not protect Flutter Mane? My opponents are playing out of their minds. But we do get that read right. He reverses trick. Okay. I mean, that's fine because Regidrago can't really hit the. If it's. Since it's Dragon Tera, that means it doesn't have a Steel type attack. That means it's locked. It's not locked, but it only has like Earth Power plus Dragon Energy. That means it can't hit Enamorus. So long as we just protect this and just click Expanded Force, then I think we win. We don't need to set Tripping back up. That was definitely safe there. So he went hard on preventing me from setting up Tripping again. Nice. And Regidrago can't beat Enamorus in the back. Indeedee Amorouge is still really good in this format, man. If you have things that check the Steel types and the Dark types, then Indeedee Amorouge is really strong. And I think that's where this team can use an improvement. I believe that Zapdos, after playing a couple games, I don't really feel like Zapdos is the best fit. I mean, he just can't hit Enamorus, right? So I don't need to risk my Armarouge. He's staying in though. He's not quitting. So does he have another move? Maybe Ancient Power. But then that's on a single target. It is Ancient Power. So you can't hit my Enamorus. It's a single target Fairy Tera, small special defense. It's 50%. So that's game. Indeedee can kind of 1v1 it. Unless he get like a bunch of boosts from that. Oh, he does get an Omni boost. Okay then. So he teched on Ancient Power specifically to be able to hit a Flying type Fairy type. So he's not completely walled with Earth Power and Dragon type attacks. And that's why a lot of these Regidrago are Steel Tera, so they can hit the Fairy types. But that's still KO, so the Omni boost don't even matter. Nice. Like this team is really fun. Like I'm impressed with this team. Like I said, I do think Zapdos can be swapped out for something that can hit, something that gives you a better matchup into normal Dark types and Steel types. Because the Amorouge, I mean, it does have Fire type attacks. So Steel type attacks are not. Steel type Pokemon are not really the problem. It's really normal types that's really the problem for this team. Normal and Dark. Even though Enamorus can hit the Dark, it has to be in a good position to hit them. Alright, but that's going to be it for this team. So let's go ahead and get into a little review. Alright, so bouncing back with this team. My final review is, I feel like I love this team. It's super fun. It's different. It has its own unique, set of molds that you can go with. I do feel like the Zapdos, before I took the Rillaboom and the Arcanine off the team, the Zapdos was really good with those. So I kind of do recommend, if you want to remake this team or do like anything similar, that to swap out the Zapdos for something that gives you a better matchup into normal types and Dark types, right? Enamorus, maybe take off the choice specs and do like Pixie Plate. That way you can kind of switch between your moves and not locked in. But just the specs damage just felt so good when it was hitting. But I did notice that, once you're locked into a certain move, you can kind of like struggle from that point. But normal type and Dark types are a problem for this team because Amorouge and Annihilape can't really deal with the Dark types. And while Enamorus is on this team to deal with them, sometimes you don't have the proper speed control in order to like actually handle them easily. And Indeedee kind of just doesn't do enough damage at times. But that's it for this team. So if you like it, give it a try. You saw it here first. with the Annihilate Greninja strategy. I kind of want to be like the signature for that in case it pops up anywhere else. You know, that I was, you know, one of the first people to utilize that specific strategy. I do think Greninja is actually a good Pokemon on its own, but not the physical variant. I think that Shuriken being minus special attack nature in my time with this team was still doing decent damage. So I can only imagine how much it would do if I was like Water Tera plus actually being a special attacking nature and utilizing Water Shuriken, right? I think it's a lot more powerful that way, and plus it has the priority on it. So I may build another Greninja team based on just an offensive Greninja. Let's just see how well it can do. But that's going to be it for this team. If you like it, leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, deuces.